Come on. Come on. It's my time. You just got here. I know. You're excited. You're happy that we're back with another episode of Frieren, episode 24 to be exact. We're going to get into it. I don't know what we're getting into, actually. I'm guessing Frieren is going to be fighting herself at some point here with those, the statues, those clones that are running around. By the way, I do have this little clump of hair, and if it has to bother me, it has to bother you too. So have fun looking at that all the video. Because I tried, man. I tried fixing it, but nothing. It's magic, bro. I think Frieren cast a spell on it. Anyway, nothing else really. We're fighting the clones. I take it. That's kind of it, I guess. Probably going to see Denkin get his ass kicked by that Frieren clone, or maybe not. Maybe he'll handle himself, and I'll be pleasantly surprised because I do like him. So let's just hop right into it, see what happens. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I love how ominous they're making it. They got like the really kind of horrifying music. I'd be out of here, bro. I'd be breaking my bottle. Wouldn't have even made it through the door. Damn. And honestly, just the look on its face. I mean, I don't think these things have emotions, but the way it's looking at them, if it was looking at me like that, I'd be gone. I'd be out of there. It has absolutely no empathy towards me whatsoever. It's not going to show any mercy. Oh, so it's like an ancient monster? Yeah. I was going to say, it kind of has the same vibe. Physical substance that can actually do damage, right? Ability management skills. Yeah, the other monster, the Einsam, that we saw Fern and Frieren going up against, it basically only used the kind of hallucinations in order to distract you or lure you in. And then the actual monster itself would take you out, right? This monster, it can fully replicate you. It's kind of similar as to, what's the guy's? Oh, shit. Land. That's his name. I knew it was a simple name, but I didn't want to forget it. Otherwise, that's a whole other level. Land, he has his clones that are like perfect copies of himself. They can also cast spells, have mana, physical damage. So it's somewhat similar to that, except not quite as detailed. Like the figures are just great, right? But it's probably still pretty damn strong. Yeah, teamwork. That's kind of the main thing. Like, you can't really defeat yourself by yourself. Maybe Frieren could. If she was really keen on it, maybe she could figure out a way to do it. But I feel like teamwork is sort of the main thing, is having somebody else there to help you. Oh, God. See, look, it doesn't even change its face. It's just going to start blasting at him. Oh, man. Showing no mercy whatsoever, bro. Just immediately on the defensive. You know, maybe there is a little bit of Frieren in there. So you look into those eyes, it's kind of enjoying it. Oh. Oh, that is horrifying. And it took... Oh, damn. Are you telling me that Uvel's clone is just as, sadistic as she is? I mean, it takes their memories, basically their personality, and it copies it. So there's two Uvels in this room right now. And it's not even, attacking them. I don't know if there's a barrier, but it still stole one or both of their bottles. So it is, playing with them. It went for that. It knew the weakness. It's like, if I take this, you guys can't escape. That's horrifying, bro. I don't think Sense really thought this test through of how evil some of these people are. Yeah, gotta stay out of its sight, right? Also, a very real possibility, knowing you. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't... Yeah, I mean, she's going for him, man. Well, there's this battle. Yeah, but you're, exactly the same. So that might take a while. This is actually kind of badass. I mean, I gotta give it to him. She's pretty cool. You just really want to die. Oh, really? She got her. Oh, but she saw her. Mm, yep. Oh, damn. You better put her down. She knew, bro. Oh. Yep, the moment she looked away, she was able to cut right through her. Damn, she planned that from the start? Bottle was fake, too. Oh, so there wasn't any point. Didn't even need to because it wasn't him. It was just... Wait, so he was able to copy the bottle as well? Like, even when it wasn't in his possession? Okay, they might explain it. But basically, Uval just went and fought for no reason whatsoever. Land was not in danger. His bottle was not stolen. She kind of figured that was the case. She said, "Oh, you took less time than I was expecting you to. I figured you'd take a little bit longer." So she knew from the get-go that that was a clone. Probably because he wasn't like panicking too much, even though he was bleeding out pretty damn quickly. But she wanted to test him to see if he would actually like come to help her in good time or if he would just let her do her thing. But I mean, she guessed it right. Land didn't want to let her die due to his own choice of not giving up whether he was a clone or not. Confirm. Yep. I mean, teamwork, but a very twisted kind. Something else about you. I'm curious as to whether he would have come to help her had she not put herself in that danger. Like maybe he was trying to wait her out to see if she would use the bottle and escape. But she, as she said, she put him in a position where he had to come help. Otherwise, that death would be on his conscience. So maybe he wanted to get rid of her. He was like, nah, let's get her out of here. I don't trust her. Can't blame him if that was the case. Found a secret passage, perhaps? She says, something's off here. Oh, look, this is the happiest I've ever seen her. Oh, I mean, oh, God. Oh, no, that's horrifying. As soon as statues start moving, I'm out. I'm gone, bro. I mean, that's a pretty damn complicated door for just a grimoire to be behind it. Oh, but she's cheesing, bro. She's like, yeah, I did that. Yeah. So during the middle of a test, Frieren just found an unexplored room. Valuable discovery. Yeah. How about you give us a pass right now so we can get the fuck out of here? I mean, I'd say this is worth it. Oh. Yeah, Fern was pretty keen on it. Maybe she wants to be an archaeologist. Oh. Oh. They're like, we need help, please. It's funny how they just shut the door behind them. They're like, no, we are not dealing with this. We'll wait for her. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, I see why you guys were having problems. I get it. It's going to get interesting. Ooh, she's not usually one to be like super excited about fighting a monster, right? Usually it's just a job to get done. But this one, she's like, oh, now this is getting good. This is why I love this shit. Love this job. So they're the same? Yeah. So just gotta put her to sleep. She'll be out like a light after that. Restraint magic. Oh, we probably need resistant to both. Oh, yikes. So you don't have any weaknesses? Yeah, it has to get a grasp on her mana, right? Yeah, well, I mean, that was kind of wholesome. Frieren's like... Frieren's like, I needed this. Nobody ever gives me a hug. Guess that she can't do anything. Oh, damn. Fern getting a little bit jealous? She's like, hey, I'm the only one who can get that close to her. She is my elf. Oh, the protective hug. She's serious. She's like, get away from my mom. Edel. I don't remember them. Was it Sense? What are they going up against? Yeah, that's Sense. They have to go up against a copy of Sense? That's brutal. Yeah, like water and stone. Okay. Creating objects. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. To use something as a tool rather than creating your own. Yeah, to be able to actually think of every single strand of hair and control it to expertise, to preciseness. Let's get out of here. Break the bottle. Yeah. Okay, so they're just going to go to it. For characters that we haven't met before now, I mean, I think Edel might have had like a line last episode or the episode before that. I feel like we were introduced to her at some point, but only her teammates. They're actually making like they're fleshing them out good enough that I want to root for them. Oh, Sense is like, I know, I hear you up there. Oh, yikes. Okay, yeah, not bad. Could be better. Hit it hard enough? Or slip through it, yeah. I'm expecting both. Yep, using both methods all at once. Even before that, yeah, we're kind of fucked right now. I mean, I feel like this... I don't know if Sense really thought this through. Because it's kind... I know the whole point is for them to be able to use teamwork in order to defeat this monster and get to the end of the dungeon. But, I mean, when you stepped into the dungeon, you didn't think that could be an issue? Like, they have to go up against a first-class mage? Honestly, I don't know if I'm more scared of her or the Frieren clone, because I feel like Frieren's probably the stronger one, but still, just the fact that she has the title of first class on her just feels unfair. Yep. Oh, it didn't do shit. Oh, man. Medicating functions of it. Yeah, it doesn't work. So she wouldn't even be able to help with Frieren. Damn. Getting hurt again. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you. Yeah, they just don't believe anyone could get there. Who is that? Who was that just crying there? Was that... Maybe that was the one guy that was like shit-talking Dankin last episode, saying, oh, I don't need a team. Bro's just by himself, like, crying. That's kind of sad. Oh, what's this, Warble? Oh, they're still. Yep, just trench warfare. Oh, they got the high ground? You gotta be kidding me. Crush them? I know how to win, yep. Yep, collapse it right on top. Oh, that was like a slingshot. That was cool. Took her out. I like it. Everyone's kind of able to do their own thing. I like that it's not making Frieren the only capable person in the dungeon. Warble, even though he and his team are going up against themselves, that's at least better than going up against some unknown opponent like Sense or how Dankin had to go up against Frieren immediately. So him and his team kind of have an idea of how to deal with themselves in a way. They're able to measure their own mana, figure it out from there, kind of backwards. Reverse engineering? Is that the term I'm looking for? I don't know. But either way, it's a bit more simple if you already know your teammates and their advantages and weaknesses. Because at least Edel was able to, like, she wasn't too full of herself to not give up. Because I think that's sort of something that I have a bit of a peeve against in anime, is when somebody is fighting so damn hard that they refuse to give up when they should. Because don't get me wrong, a character or protagonist that doesn't give up no matter the odds that they're facing is inspiring, it's impressive, it's incredible in its own right when it comes to, when it's in the correct time. Like My Hero Academia balances it pretty well, you know, they're fighting for the greater good, that sort of thing. But when you're in like a test for a wizarding license, then, you know, you should know when, it sucks to have to wait the 3 years again for the next test. But I mean, it's better than dying, really. So I'm glad that there's people with sense, not her, not the character sense, but common sense. Kill Miss Frieren. Oh, she's like, I've been thinking about this every day since I met her. I can take her out. Frieren's smiling. Frieren's happy about it. She's like, yeah, you could. My girl. Okay. No, good episode, man. It's turning into a much more focus on teamwork than I was expecting it to be. Because I wasn't really expecting Dankin and them to fully wait for Frieren to show up in order to help them, or for anybody to show up. But I think they were probably fully waiting on Frieren because they don't want to go up against Frieren without having like somebody who is an expert in it, like Frieren. Or Fern even. Fern, she says that she can probably be the one to kill Miss Frieren. She said it so challantly. She's like, I mean, hey, if you need somebody to do it, I think I got the skills. I've been studying her for years. I've been her apprentice. I know her weaknesses. I can hit her hard. I can do it. And Frieren, I just love that she was grinning. You'd think most masters would be like, no, I don't think you could. You're not on that level yet. I don't think you could possibly defeat me. But I mean, it is just a clone. It's not exactly Frieren. It doesn't have a mind, as we learned through Edel. It just kind of copies Frieren. So even though it's somewhat on the same level as her, there is definitely like weaknesses there. So it's nice that Frieren is like, yeah, no, I'll help. We just need to figure out a plan to distract it, and Fern can deal the killing blow. She's chill about it. She's like, yeah, Fern, you want to kill me? Kill me. It's just nice that Frieren is able to tell people, like, she's able to be open about it. She's able to say like, oh no, you guys, I mean, hey, if you guys got any ideas to kill me, hypnosis, restraining magic, whatever you need to do. I mean, I'm pretty strong against it. I'm not gonna lie. I can handle that type of shit, but hey, if you got any ideas, I'm up for it. And it's just cool that she sees it as kind of fun. She's like, this episode, I think, is the most smiling I've seen from Frieren. It seems like she's really just having a good time with it. She's like, hell yeah, man. I get to kill myself? When do I ever get to do that? In my thousands of years of life, when do I get to fight? I mean, that's probably part of it, right? When has there ever been a creature that fully copies her? It seems like this creature, from what the one first class mage was saying, it's pretty one of a kind. Like, it's a pretty legendary monster that's been in this dungeon, and that's the reason why nobody has ever beat it before, is because it just lurks here. So think of Frieren's life. Think of the monsters she's fought, how many repetitions she goes through. Like, how many dragons do you think she's fought in her life? I mean, maybe not that many, but still, like, in thousands of years, you'd kind of get a little bit bored of the same old stuff you're fighting, like Einsims, what even else? Mimics. She's obviously not tired of those. She keeps falling for it just for those grimoires, but still, you get my point. How often does she get to fight herself in a fight? So that's probably why she's pretty keen on it. She's like, hell yeah, I want to see what happens when I die. But yeah, I kind of liked the rest of the stuff going on this episode too. It wasn't quite his main focus, but the Land and Uval stuff was kind of cool. I mean, the fact that she knew it was a clone kind of tricked him into revealing himself so that she wouldn't die and him blame himself for it. I don't know whether that's like a wholesome thing or if she was just tricking him in order to try to understand him or to copy his power. I don't know. I don't really trust Uval at this point. Like, she hasn't done anything super terrible to any of us yet. I still remember those 3 bandits she killed, kind of unnecessarily, if I might add. So that's just kind of why I'm still a little bit not so keen on her. But I mean, at least her and Land seem to be building up some kind of relationship here. Hopefully it's a good influence on her. I do like their dynamic, though. It seems like they're both cold characters that are sort of separate. They're like lone wolves, but they are sort of growing to each other in a way, and I kind of like that. I dig that sort of storyline. My one issue is just with Warble and his team and Ide, and the other guy. I kind of forget the other guy's name, but they keep showing them. And there was progress this episode, but really we've only seen them for like a total of maybe 30 seconds altogether in the past 2 episodes. It showed them meeting up with their clones and then in sort of a firefight with their clones. And we kind of saw Warble defeat Ide's clone, but I'm not too sure if she fully died. I feel like we kind of saw her like dodge it, but maybe not. Either way, he is making progress, but I wish we could see a little bit more of that fight. It feels like it's just kind of going back and forth to like them but there's no real stakes there. I mean, it just kind of feels like they're rushing through their fight and then focusing back on Frieren, which I'm not going to complain about. The Frieren stuff is definitely more intriguing since, you know, we want to see her fighting herself, of course, and Fern fighting her. But still, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of the Warble fight with their clones and how he deals with it. Just flesh it out a bit more for those characters. But I think, yeah, like I'm excited to see what they do against Frieren. I don't know if they're also going to have to fight Sense as well, the clone that's kind of still around. What's going to happen to Edel's teammates that ran off? They probably, I mean, they didn't use their bottles, so they might meet up with them and try to join the fight against just Frieren. We need as many hands as we can get for Frieren. Obviously, everybody, anybody who's still alive, join in. And then there's also Lewine and Kane. I don't know. It seems like they're doing okay. We kind of saw a quick cut of them making their way through the dungeon, hiding from something, perhaps their own clones, perhaps someone else's clones. Probably got Gank and his clone still running around somewhere, so that could be who they were up against. So I don't know if we're all going to meet up at some point, or if Lewine and Kane are somehow going to get through on their own. I mean, as long as they don't have to go up against Frieren or Sense, I think there's a chance. Dankin, he would be a tough one to go up against, for sure. But anybody else, I think they can maybe handle. But honestly, I think that's it for this episode for me to talk about. It was good, man. I really enjoyed that episode. It was kind of, even though there was a lot of deadly fighting going on, it was pretty just fun. It was a fun episode to watch. The fact that Frieren was having so much fun exploring the dungeon, finding that hidden room. And Fern seemed pretty intrigued in that as well. So when she saw the king's, like, the diagram of the king and all his, shit he did in his life, it seemed like she had a pretty big smile on her, and Frieren noticed it. So I don't know if maybe that's what she's into. Maybe she wants to do archaeology or history or something like that, if that's what they were teasing for. Or maybe Frieren was just happy to see Fern enjoying herself for once doing something. Maybe Fern wants to do a specific like tier of magic, which is like dungeon exploring. Maybe that's what she wants to get into. Hey, there's options. There's options going for her. So that was cool too. Honestly, I think that's it, man. I think I'm going to end the video off there. There's nothing else I really want to say. So that's it. So if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel to stay updated on this series, Frieren. I'm almost done. Got, I think, 4 more episodes left at this point. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode, video, whatever you want to say. Do have a Patreon link down in the description. Gives you early access to all my videos of Frieren or Arcane or any other series that I currently have on the go. And the extra support, I appreciate it a lot. It helps to support me a bit more, which is amazing. And that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.